There she is.
If you're out of the ball game, it can change in a minute, and it did yesterday afternoon for Chad Morgan-Taylor. Down on his luck all day, his pattern ran dry until this 7-6 changed the game and got him back in the top 10.
Wow, we can see some more dramatic fish like that today, Ronnie, here on Championship Sunday.
And now he is still in range to possibly get his first Elite Series title here at Lake Fork. There's your leaderboard coming into the final day of the Guaranteed Rate Bassmaster Elite on Lake Fork. Brandon Card holding steady. A late call yesterday gave him some more wiggle room. A 3-pound, 1-ounce lead over Quentin Capo. Both of them looking for their first Elite Series title. Meanwhile, we've got Chris Zaldane right behind them, chunking the big baits. Lee Livesey knowing more about this place than anyone else. Patrick Walters trying to go back-to-back. The top 5 is stacked, Such.
Yeah, the talk among the field is you got to have 30 pounds to win today, Ronnie. And past the top 5, you will have to have more than 30 pounds.
Yeah, you're going to have to catch them today to earn it. Anyone can catch 24, 25 pounds, and your 30 goes unnoticed because you have a gap to make up. Some of the guys in the top 5 still about 6 pounds, 15 ounces behind. That is the gap from first to 5th right now. And it's about a 14-pound and change gap from first to 10th. So, wonder what's good about that, Such? We might only have a couple people who realistically can win, but we're going to have everyone chunking big baits, trying to get a giant bag. Welcome into the Bassmaster Studio, sponsored by Marathon for the TinCup Whiskey Facebook Live pre-show. Ronnie Moore here with Mike Sukon and Such. We've seen a lot of big bass. We saw a 9.5 from Carl Jacobson yesterday. Still eluded us the 10-pounder, but we've seen over 30-pound bags as well. Will it happen today?
Boy, you never know on Championship Sunday. It's somebody to pull off something on the final day of an event. It will just turn into one of the more dramatic moments in Bassmaster Elite Series history if they do a 10-pounder on the final day or catch a 35-pound bag.
We've had great days of fishing here in Texas at Lake Fork. Day 2 is the one that we're looking at because that was the toughest day of them all for most of our field, and it's preventing people from maybe getting that century mark, from getting a 10-pounder. That is the lone day for a lot of these guys that was tough. And it might hold them back from a Championship Sunday victory unless they have some fireworks today. But this is the venue to do it on. We come into the studio today to start the show, and we say, who realistically has a chance? Well, anything can happen at Lake Fork. We've seen 40-pound bags before. We've seen 3 fish over 8 pounds for anglers in the past. Anything can happen, and the conditions yesterday, Such, took a turn for the better, and 2 consistent days of weather could mean today is a great day of fishing as these guys aisle out for the last day.
Yeah, Ronnie, the winds are coming from the south. It's going to be sunny all day, so people looking at fish can spot those 10-pounders and pull them off beds. It can be a dramatic event today, Ronnie.
We will have plenty of drama, that's for sure. Storylines out the wazoo. The top 2 anglers never won a Bassmaster event. Brandon Card and Quentin Capo looking for that. Meanwhile, Chris Zaldane's won an Angler of the Year event before at Sturgeon Bay, but never a full field elite. Will he do it today?
We had a full moon last night. A lot's changing. There's a largemouth spawn going. There's a shad spawn going. There's a bluegill spawn going. With the delayed winter we had this year in this part of Texas, everything's kind of confused. And basically what I'm looking for is just little startup windy spots. When the wind starts blowing on a certain area or a certain point, that to me, I recognize that as a feeding opportunity for big bass. So we're gonna bounce around. The wind's not blowing that much this morning, but we're gonna go after some giants anyway. Here we go.
Chris Zaldane, a man on the mission. So many second-place finishes. Would love to right those wrongs, but a guy who's never had a shot to win on this final day. Never really been in contention, had to make some big comebacks. He's leading today, though, Brandon Card.
All right, guys, here we go. We're idling out. Just super pumped. Really excited about the day. I think we're going to catch some big bass today. We got 3 really good areas. Hopefully all of them will fire, but the thing about it is when you have multiple areas, it keeps your options open. So hopefully between the 3 areas, we can go out there and catch some big ones today. It's going to take some big weight, but we're going to have fun, guys.
It is a day in the life of an Elite Series angler that everyone dreams of, to idle out and lead the top 10 out on a championship Sunday with a 3-pound lead. The opportunity to win is there for Brandon Card. The opportunity to put his name in the record books as a champion and possibly an angler with a Century Club belt. That is the hope today, as we see Chad Morgan-Taylor, some fireworks late yesterday for him to make it to today. Still has a shot as well. Plenty of big bass on Lake Fork, and we're going to get the day started out right, Such.
Yeah, Card's at 77 pounds, 1 ounce, so he is within reach. He's had bags bigger than that, 27, 28 pounds to get to 100 pounds. Quentin Capo needs 26. Aldane will need another monster like he had the biggest bag of the day yesterday, Ronnie, 29.3.
And our day one leader, Patrick Walters, still in contention to maybe go back-to-back here on Lake Fork. Broke the Century Club mark last year, 104 pounds, to take a title to end our season of 2020.
He's got 71.2. Livesey's got 70 pounds, 2 ounces. Both are within the 30-pound bag of getting there. We may have multiple Century belts awarded this week.
We see Walters made a switch up yesterday to some shallow fish, to some sight fish as well, after only catching 2 on his starting spot, but they were good ones, a 4 and a 5. And he's rolling up on his offshore spot again this morning to get it started with some big baits. Looks like he's seeing some schooling action live.
Day one, he had a 7-1, a 7-2, then an 8-14 late in the day. On his way to 32-14.
It's a lot different than other fisheries. Schooling fish often mean 2, 3-pounders. Here, you can have a school of 9-pounders come up and chase bait.
Watch Livesey. See him schooling, reel in really fast like Walters just did. Throw out there, said he was 10 seconds too late. Saw one miss, and then it got it. He brought in a nice fish.
Lee Livesey, he's the man who would love to. He won an Elite Series event last year, took a title at Chickamauga. Would love to do it here, though, close to home. Just hooked up live.
It didn't take long. I think that was first cast. Let's go.
First cast for Lee Livesey.
It's on!
It's gonna be a good day, Such.
30.
I think that was a 3 3/4 pounder, almost a 4-pounder to start the day for Lee Livesey. We will check on Bass Track, could not quite hear it. But you'll be able to see all the action today starting at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Fox Sports 1. 8 minutes from now, we'll see you there, and we'll see you all day long on Bassmaster.com.